It wasn't recording. It wasn't recording. Oh my god. Okay. Hey, hi, hello. This is Carol, also known as Vija de Mija. Today I wanted to talk about self-love. Around Valentine's Day, we start to see posts and we start to see all these things about people and their significant others. Sometimes people will post about their, family. Oh my god, love. I think it's amazing and I think it's great and I love it. But what we don't talk about enough is self-love. So I wanted to talk about that today and kind of go into my journey with finding myself, refinding myself, regaining my confidence, and learning how to truly love myself. And that's not just because I'm single. There's like a billion other reasons why I wanted to basically go on this journey. And one thing to account for is that when it comes to self-love, it's an ever growing journey. It's not something that one day you have it and then that's it and then you're perfect for the rest of your life. That's just not how things work. Everything's not black and white. So with that being said, I just wanted to dive deep into my journey and just talk about some tips and tricks of what I do and how I manage loving myself and things that I do to show that I love myself. In the mornings, I do set out time for myself. When I go to sleep, I pretty much put my phone on the charger. I like to go to sleep roughly by 10:30. Not every night it's like that. Nobody's perfect. I put all my apps on like do not disturb. I set my phone settings to where it's basically up until like 12 o'clock the next day, like 12 I guess a.m. or p.m. I don't know time. But so basically the next day I have my phone set up to where it's on do not disturb. I have about several apps that I use like daily and that I think are important for self-care. So I keep those on, and everything else I basically put on a time limit to where I can't open those apps until that time is up, until like 12 o'clock. And what I do with that and why I do that is so that I am telling myself that when I wake up in the morning, I'm putting myself first. I'm not opening up my phone to go on social media. I'm not going on, Twitter, tweeting around, looking at, because sometimes Twitter can be a little bit toxic, I'm not gonna lie. And then I also, I don't go to Instagram and stuff like that. On the rare occasion, I will go on there and post something if I think it's really important. For the most part, anytime before 12, I don't post, or I don't go on social media or anything that's not actually productive for me. When I do that, what I'm basically telling myself is that I'm putting myself first. I'm putting my needs first. I'll wake up, I'll, brush my teeth, go to the bathroom, stretch, get ready for the day. Sometimes I'll read a book, sometimes I'll do yoga. On the rare occasion, I'll work out first thing in the morning after I wake up. I'll make breakfast in the morning. Putting myself first and really allowing myself to take time, relax, enjoy life, feel love for myself. For me, that kind of sets the tone of how you go about your day. Something that really helped me getting my confidence within myself is I'll read self-help books. Some people like to read them, some people don't, but for me, I'm really big into helping myself because I want to be a better person for myself so that I'm able to help other people. When the time comes that I have kids, I can help them and I can try to be there for them as best as possible. But I can't do that unless I am putting myself first. Now I'm learning how to love myself and learning how to be a better person for myself. Some of my favorites are More Than Enough by Elaine Welteroth. And then another one is Girl Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. Some really good self-help books that I think will help you figure out life, kind of, through the ups and downs, Obviously this is their life, you can't take everything that they say word for word, but you can take little bits and pieces and apply it to your life and see what works for you and see how you can be a better person for yourself. One thing that I'll do is, even though I'm working from home, I'll try to dress up a little bit, maybe not always. I'll put on a cute dress. If it's sunny outside, I'll go take pictures of myself, like during my breaks. Really just feel like I'm still out there in the world. Not every day is going to be like that. I'll have my days where I just want to wear sweatpants and then, you know, just chill and enjoy just being in relaxed clothing. I think everybody has those moments, but I think dressing up for yourself is like really important. Getting cute for yourself, taking cute pictures, it definitely helps my self-confidence when I get dressed up. I'm not a big makeup person, but if makeup is your thing, you know, do your makeup, do your hair, get a cute outfit on, go take pictures of yourself. I promise you, you will feel better. You will feel that confidence. You will start to feel that self-love run through you. So that is something that I had started to do more of last year. I'm doing it a lot more now. So like my Instagram feed is looking like fire, you know, what the kids say. Take pictures of yourself, get dressed up, do things, you know, for yourself that can boost your confidence. Setting boundaries, I think I actually saw a therapist last year, and what she was telling me was, you know, you need to set boundaries for yourself because that allows you to know and let other people know like what is okay and what isn't okay. Some people may or may not qualify that as self-love, but for me I think it does qualify as self-love because that's like you putting yourself first. You're telling people, hey, this is not okay, don't do this, or telling people, no, I can't, you know, I'm not going to do that. Setting boundaries with people, with the job, with whatever you need to do, set boundaries. That definitely helps. And another one that goes back to, you know, dealing with people when it comes to self-love is learning when to walk away. Again, you're in that situation, you're putting yourself first, you're telling the other person that, you know, enough is enough, I can't do this anymore, I need to go, I'm putting myself first, this is it, I'm done. After time and time again, if you're trying to make things work and they just don't work, you're realizing that some situations are becoming toxic and they're not good for you and they're not good for you mentally. Putting yourself first in that situation, telling the other person, you know, like, I don't want to say just cut people off, but sometimes that's unfortunately what you have to do if you're trying things for so long, and you have to put yourself first in that situation. So, you know, working around toxic people and telling them, you know, enough is enough, I'm done, I'm through, and walking away. I'm an artist, I'm a photographer, I'm an art director, writer. Like, I like to do a lot of things. In my spare time, I do like to create things. Maybe I'll go paint something, maybe I'll start to dance, you know, maybe I'll write a poem, maybe I'll just write just to write. Take pictures, again, going back to like taking pictures of yourself. Sometimes I just take pictures of things that I want to because like I love it and it brings me joy. Something that brings you joy is a form of loving yourself and recognizing that, you know, oh yeah, I like that thing, I love that thing, I really love that thing, and that thing is going to bring me so much happiness in my life, which means I'm going to feel mentally good, which then returns to you loving yourself more. Taking that and kind of just figuring out what you like to do. Sometimes we don't know, sometimes it takes, you know, trying different things to figure it out. When I was growing up, I I thought I was gonna be a painter for like the longest time. I still paint today, but it's not like, you know, the one thing that I'm constantly doing. I do it for fun. I do it as a hobby. It's something that I like to do. I also thought I was gonna be a singer. I'm no Beyonce, but I'll tell you, I do sing a little well. You'll never hear it here, but I will take long car rides and just sing. Like, I will like blast the radio. I will sing my heart out like I'm at a concert. Rest in peace, concert. It brings me so much joy to do that. I love music. I love listening to music. Being able to open myself up around myself and just enjoy life and just enjoy like the music, feel the music, just be there and just like, you know, I love it. So finding something that you like to do. You know, some people like to cook, some people like to play video games, some people like to play sports. Whatever it is, go do it. It's something that you love. It's going to bring you joy. It's going to bring you, you know, it's going to make you feel good. You're going to really start to feel confident in yourself. You're going to start to realize that even if you're doing this, whatever you're doing, if you're doing it with other people, whether it's like I have a friend that just started doing roller skating and she is doing amazing. She is posting all the time. She posts TikToks all the time and she absolutely loves it. And you can see that it's bringing her so much joy, and you can see that her confidence is growing, you know, as she's learning. Do something that brings you joy. At the end of, well, like roughly in like November of 2020, I was like, last year was rough. I think it was rough for everybody, but specifically for me, I was diagnosed with seasonal depression. I lost my grandmother. I had got out of a toxic, somewhat entanglement, if you will. We pretty much stopped talking. But like around November, I was like, I don't want to feel sad anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. What can I do to better myself? What can I do to make myself feel good? Because the feeling that I'm feeling, I don't like it. I don't want to feel this way anymore. So what I decided to do, something that I always saw people doing for New Year's and New Year's goals, was like, I wanted to create a vision board. So I gathered all these pictures from Pinterest. A couple of them I actually took myself, and I created a vision board. So on this vision board, I pretty much have different things that equate to my life. I really wanted to focus on 3 main topics for the year, which was self-love, change, which comes from self-love, and then eventually growth, which, you know, it's like a ever-growing cycle. Like, you love yourself, you're slowly changing, and then you start to grow as a person, and then it's like a continuous cycle. So those are the things that I wanted to focus on for the year. And me being an artist, I did add some like photography inspiration, some graphic design and branding inspiration, illustration, which I'm actually doing a lot more of now, which is great. And some food. I really want to get back into cooking for myself, cooking for sometimes my family, and just like, I like to cook, so like doing stuff like that, making really cool recipes. Reading, I told myself last year that I would read 6 books. I only read 3, but I'm not going to beat myself up over it. It was a very, very hard year. I really wanted to read more this year. I finished my first book within the first couple of weeks. I'm already on my 3rd book. Granted, it's a little slow, but I'm, you know, like I set up goals that I wanted to do for myself, and I'm going to do them. This is really just how to practice that self-love. And then, you know, on the back I just wrote different goals that I like want to accomplish in different aspects of my life. That is the last thing that I wanted to do for, you know, myself, and to practice self-love, you know, honestly, because I think practicing that love will make you a better person. And, you know, it doesn't come easy. I have my days where I'm just like, you know, I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit in bed and just like not do anything. You know, like I said, nobody's perfect. I think, I mean, because I still have anxiety, it's still like, I have my days where I'm just like, no, like I don't want to do anything, but I have to do all this stuff, and just like crazy like mindset. Those are the things that I do to practice self-love. I encourage you to, you know, try one of these things, see if it works for you, and if it does, then that's great, and like I'm happy for you. Go ahead and, you know, comment if you have any questions, or if you know, like just want to say something, say hey, say hello. This is my first YouTube video. I actually started a YouTube last year. We're just not gonna get into that one, but I'm here for the long haul. I'm excited. Again, another thing that I'm doing to practice self-love is this. Be here with you guys and hopefully grow with you guys. Go ahead, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm talking about. It's over here or over here. I don't really know. We'll see when I'm editing this. But go ahead and do that, and I will see you guys in my next